What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. So a lot of y'all that follow me on Instagram know that I'm about to crank up a few interviews here and there. I know a lot of my viewers found this channel because of those type of videos, so we're going to get some going again. But today we're going to warm it up a bit with some dialogues from inmates that are still in prison. Dialogue meaning they're not being interviewed by me, they're just going to speak their 2 cents a bit about prison. Try to keep the youth from going. So listen up, all you young idiots out there. Trust me, I used to be one. I wish I had videos back in the day and a host like me to keep me out. But if you enjoy this type of content, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out the playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today.
Welcome to the State Correctional Institute at Graterford. It's Pennsylvania's largest maximum security prison. There are currently over 3,300 men in this maximum security prison. My name is Mike Lorenzo. I'm the Deputy Superintendent for Internal Security, and I help manage this prison.
Man, I can't even imagine pulling up to something treacherous like that. Look, the prison I pulled up to for the first time was huge too, but it didn't have walls like this. I mean, that thing's a structure. Looks like it was built out of pyramid blocks. Y'all know how heavy them things are.
Before I took this position, I was a member of the Philadelphia Police Department for 25 years. During my police career, I helped put some of these men behind these walls. I've seen firsthand what the impact of crime does to the victim, the victim's families, the suspect's families, and the community at large. The video you're about to see was developed by inmates in an effort to help keep our youth and our young adults out of prison. These men want to share with you what prison life is like. It's not a scared straight type of video, but a fact of prison life video.
This is not a scared straight video. This is a fact of life video. You know, most people talk about, hey, you know, you got to watch your cheeks. Hey, this guy was stabbing people left and right. Yeah, those are scary things you got to look after. But people don't really talk about the slow burning rot of certain aspects of the prison life.
From Philadelphia. I'm 25 years old. Started getting in trouble when I was about 12. I became obsessed with stealing cars. Joyriding.
Wow.
Being chased by the police.
Sounds like my story.
When I was a kid coming up, you know, I wanted to do all the things that I seen the guys on the corner doing. And I set out to do that, you know. I mean, I actually wanted to come to jail because I thought coming to jail was hit. I thought coming to jail would be like my rite of passage.
And that's exactly how I thought at one point. A criminal is not complete unless he went to penitentiary.
I was involved in little petties, stealing cars, nothing real heavy, nothing, you know, going out. I guess the best way to describe it is to describe how my aunts and uncles used to describe me. He's a little mean-spirited, he's a little ornery, but he's not a bad kid. You know, when I was in school, I was doing good in school, excellent schoolwork. I was on the football team, excellent football player.
I bet.
When I was growing up, my only dream and my hope was to make it past 21. Because I seen a whole lot of my friends died at the age of 15, 14, 13, getting killed.
So, you know, a lot of people might be hearing this and think he might be over-exaggerating. But there's really people out there that make it a staple in their life to make it to 21. That's not how you should be living in America, sorry to say.
So the kind of neighborhood I come from, it was no dreams of being a movie star or a singer. It was about making it throughout that day and throughout that year. If you made it throughout that year, then we throw a party for you in New Year. We celebrate that. But if you didn't, we take flowers to the graveyard.
Man.
That was the only hope I had. I had more dreams in prison than I had in the street.
I was an average kid. When I was little, I was on swimming teams and went to camp and all that stuff. Just as I got older, for some reason, I just started fading away. You know what I'm saying?
Nice tea, bro.
I became real isolated against people, you know what I mean? For years I thought people didn't like me and didn't want to be around me. And the further I pushed myself away from them, I realized that it was me that didn't like people.
The more that I'm watching, I feel like every person's story is a piece of my story. Weird, man. This is really weird, especially this guy's story and his t-shirt. We're wearing, same white tees right now. This is boggling my mind a bit.
And that was one of my big problems in life. I had a problem dealing with people and authority figures and people that were in positions with rules and regulations telling me what to do from day to day. I had real serious problems with that. And I reacted on them problems.
Next man, step out. Put your back on the wall. First name, last name, spell it.
I like this episode.
What county? Have you ever been here before? Your new commit, shoe size?
When I was younger, I never really thought about what I wanted to be. It wasn't until I got to the penitentiary is when I started realizing the potential I had to be somebody important or do things important. It wasn't until I got here when I started saying, oh, damn, I could have did this, I could have did that, but it's too late now because I'm in the penitentiary.
Now this is where my story kind of differs. I always knew I had potential to be something. Even before I went to prison, I still decided to squander it away. Squander, don't know where that one came from. I just chose to take that bad route. I was a bad seed, but I guess if you plant the right fertilizer when they're young, they'll soon grow back to that plant they were supposed to be. Man, I'm feeling very wise today. But there are some people that have no kind of hopes or dreams and they don't think they'll succeed in any way, shape, or form, so why not go to prison?
And I got a lot of time. I got a life sentence. And in Pennsylvania, there is no getting out on a life sentence. So I'm here until I die. Because I was so young, I thought that it was nothing they could do to me. That, yeah, I'm young, maybe they could send me away to a little home or something. I never thought that I would be in a penitentiary with grown men. But that's exactly where I was at 17. And 1 year later, I was here. So, I thought that they couldn't, but that's another false rumor that you hear, that they can't do nothing to you because you're too young. Man, they will prosecute you and put you in the penitentiary at 13.
Smoke your boots. Especially when it comes to murder.
When I was 17 years old, me and another young man decided to snatch a woman's pocketbook. As a result of that, she fell, hit her head on the ground, and died. That was 27 years ago. That whole incident took less than 10 seconds to happen. I got tried as an adult. Had a few scrapes with the law here and then no armed robberies or nothing like that. Prank stuff. And the next day I'm responsible for somebody being dead. And that's something I'll never get over. Till the day I die, I'll never get over that.
You can hear the pain when this guy's speaking on this situation. He don't like to relive this. He regrets every last second of it. I can tell.
And somebody was minding their own business, going about their own life, and because of me, that life is over.
It was a fight, and a whole lot of us got arrested. Somebody died in the fight. A whole lot of us got arrested, and we all got life. Because the law in Pennsylvania state that if you are in the company of somebody that committed crime, you are just as guilty. So you don't have to pull the trigger or the one carrying the drugs or whatever. If you're in the company of someone that's doing it, that can leave you in prison.
I mean, I think people should be taking down notes here in case you go to these parties or something during spring break. You see your homeboy from across the room at a kegger. He's getting dish ragged on a one-on-one fade. You ain't got time for that. You call the homies and you go help him. Stomp homeboy out. Next thing you know, he's dead. From one wrong kick to the temple, you're all going to prison. The first story I ever brought onto this channel. 2 guys agreed to do a one-on-one fight and dude killed him with 1 punch. Avoid physical altercations at all costs, ladies and gentlemen, unless it's unavoidable.
When I was 7 years old, I was locked up in a home until I was 9. and then from 10 to 13, and then from 14 to 16. I had my first homicide at 17. I went to prison till I was, what, 21, Joe? 21. I got out. At the age of 22, I was accused of killing another person and was placed in prison, and I've been here ever since. So I guess from the age of 7 years old, I probably only have about 2, maybe 3 years on the street. I'm what you call an institutional baby. I've been in prison all my life.
This little mini-series is starting off pretty good. Very powerful stuff, if you're to ask me. This is a long video, though. They're going to be speaking for a whole nother hour. I think some other inmates as well. But watching these videos sometimes really gets my mind going on different perspectives of things. And, man, prison was hell. You know, don't go. Let me know how you felt about this video in the comments below. And stay tuned. Like I said, there's probably going to be a part 2 and 3. But in the meantime, as always, I salute to every last one of you who've been supporting me since the beginning. And everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. Y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.